Welcome to WUB Network, America's sports leader, and this presentation of the Flex Seal Cup Series. The day has come in Daytona Beach, Florida. 100,000 fans descend upon the world's center of racing, ready to watch 40 of the world's best drivers battle it out. Hey, even Pitbull is here, a pre-race concert, and he's your Grand Marshal. Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., now teammates at Joe Gibbs Racing, both look for their first 500. How about the 9 rookies in the field, all of them making their first appearance in the Great American Race? And your front row, Jimmie Johnson, maybe his last Daytona 500, William Byron just his second. Let's send it out of your pre-race show. Vince Welch, Matt Kenseth, Larry McReynolds. Eddie, thank you. We were here for driver intros. Some amped up fans behind us. Vince Welch, Matt Kenseth, Larry McReynolds. Welcome to your Daytona 500 pre-race show. This is all of our first 500 here and 3 new teams as well, Larry. Yeah, you look at some of these rosters. You got 2311 Racing, owned by Michael Jordan. Spire Trackhouse, Pitbull owns that team. And even Dale Earnhardt Jr. with Junior Motorsports. It's going to be a fun season. Some changes in the package, but the Daytona 500, the best event of the year, and it's going to be so much fun. And Matt, you look at the drivers in this field as well. A lot of storylines here. Yeah, I mean, Kyle Larson, he's back. He's driving that 5 car that Larry just mentioned for Junior Motorsports, so that should be interesting. A lot of different movement with the drivers. Martin Truex Jr. going to Joe Gibbs, and a lot of different storylines as well. Yeah, that's right. Chase Elliott won this race last year in a fun battle. Penske had won the previous 2, and Larry, Jimmie Johnson, maybe his last Daytona 500. Yeah, Jimmie Johnson, such a historic career, and it might come down to this final Daytona 500 as he tries to win the Great American Race for the second time. Well, guys, let's go to our Subway selections. Matt, you first. Well, I know he and I have had some drama in the past, but Joey's won this before, and I think he's going to do it again. Larry, well, I'm going to go to the Hendrick camp, but not Jimmie Johnson. I like William Byron starting in second. I think he's going to have a really good race. I don't know why you guys didn't pick Jimmie Johnson. What a feel-good story it would be to see the 48 in victory lane at Daytona one final time. Let's send it down to Trip McGinnis for your grid walk.
Hey guys, thanks. Great to have you guys here for the 500 for the first time with WUB Network. As the kids would say, it is a vibe down here on pit road. It is getting exciting, and let's talk to some drivers, shall we? Manny, our cameraman's going to follow me along. Let's stop right here at the 23. We got Bubba Wallace here starting in 10th place, driving for a new team. Bubba, you got a new sponsor too. Yeah, we're really happy to have McDonald's jump on and support the team. Just middle of speed weeks. We got some great sponsorship here and getting ready to go. Now, the big question on everybody's minds, is Michael Jordan here? Yeah, he's here. He's not on pit road. Maybe he was trying to avoid you. Oh, good old MJ. But, yeah, he's here to support the team, and he's really excited to see what we can do. All right, well, good luck to Bubba Wallace. Let's move a little further down. There's Chris Buescher, Eric Almirola. Hey, there's Tyler Reddick. Hey, Tyler. Hey, how's it going? But I want to talk to Brad Keselowski. Hey, Brad. Brad, how's it going? Hey, Trip. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Are you excited for this? Are the nerves different when you've already won one of these? Nah, it's the Daytona 500 Trip. You're just as nervous every year, but I think we have a really fast number 2 discount tire for it. I think we could get it done. Well, guess what? I think you can get it done too. You're my pick to win this race. Well, it's an honor. Oh yeah, let's move further down. You know, we got our dual winners a little further up here. One of them is Denny Hamlin. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Trip, I don't even know. Is Trip a nickname for something? Nah, I'm just Trip. So, Danny, I got a question for you. Of course, you are an owner and also a driver. What is that like now? Well, obviously, my main focus is going to be on my car during the race. But my crew chief is going to keep me updated on what's going on with the 23. And Michael's here and just really excited. It's a new perspective for me, getting to have a car I drive, a car I own, and hopefully one of us can get in victory lane. And last driver to talk to, of course, is our pole sitter, Jimmie Johnson. Jimmy, you see me? Hey, Trip. Jimmy, last 500, how you feeling starting on the pole? I just can't wait to get this race started, starting my final full-time season and looking to win this for the 3rd time. Confidence is pretty high right now. It's a great day for racing. So many fans here. I'm just really thrilled to get this one started. All right, well, we're just about ready to get things started. Let's send it back over to Vince, Matt, and Larry.
Well, Trip, it's time. The grid is set. 40 of stock cars best, ready to battle here in the Daytona 500 for 20 laps. Let's look at your drivers to watch for. Larry, you start us off. Well, I got to start with our pole sitter, Jimmy Johnson, in that 48 Ally Chevrolet, trying to win in his last 500. Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, so close to winning championships last year. They won the duels. Of course, Harvick won that title. Bubba Wallace looking for his first career win in his debut with 2311 Racing. That Toyota towards the front. Busch and Truex towards the back because of wrecks in the duels. Let's send it over. Anthem from the U.S. Marine Band, the Command, and then Eddie, Tripp, and Tony on the call. Enjoy the race.
Team co-owner and Grammy Award-winning global superstar, Pitbull.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go. You! That!
Well, it's that time of year again. The cars are rolling. We are here at the World Center of Racing, back for another year. Eddie Kalegi with Tripp McGinnis and Tony Stewart. And guys, it is just so great to be back here to call some action on WUB Network. Yeah, I missed you guys a lot. I missed you so much too. And man, 40 drivers ready to go. Everything's on the line. This is going to be fun. 20 awesome laps. Great weather. Yeah, and I'm just really excited. A lot of driver movement this season. Some underrated ones, too. Ganassi with a new group, Roush with a new group. This is going to be a fun year. Well, let's take a look at your starting lineups now. Cue the silent partner. Jimmy Johnson and William Byron are on the front row. Then Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin. Yeah, Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, Eric Almirola, Chris Buescher in rows 3 and 4. Row 5, you got Ricky Stenhouse now in the 47, Bubba Wallace, then the rookie Hemrick and Ty Dillon. Row 7, Eric Jones, Kevin Harvick. There's a change in row 8, Chase Elliott now not going to the rear. The repairs were made. They did not go to a backup. Then it's Alex Bowman. Row 9, Ryan Preece, Jamie Mack, then Cole Custer, and Christopher Bell. Yeah, row 11, Timmy Hill, first 500 start. AJ Allmendinger now driving for Furniture Row. AD and Kyle Larson's back. Row 13, Daniel Suarez, Landon Castle, Matty D, Joey Logano. Yeah, then you got row 15, Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, Michael McDowell, Ryan Newman. A lot of veterans back here. Got some guys who had some trouble in the duels. Garrett Smithley, Jamie Rockwell, Kyle Busch, Corey LaJoie, a rookie in the 32. Then Truex, Estrada, Chastain, and Allgaier round out your field. Race facts, 20 laps. DNQs, there's 4 of them. Pit window, 8 to 12, halfways at the end of lap 10. Penske and Hendrick have dominated the last 4. Late-breaking stories, here's Ed.
William Byron had a subpar rookie year, finishing 25th in points. He attributed the struggles to not starting off right. Well, there's no better way to start than by winning this race, something Hendrick Motorsports has done twice in the last 4 years.
Thank you, Ed. Debbie Daniels not here under the weather. We'll have her back for Atlanta. Great weather. Trip. It's time again. Yeah, guys, here we go. World Center Racing. Hold 'em, flagman. Hold 'em. Green flag. Let's go. Let's roll. Jimmy Johnson jumps right up with teammate William Byron as they roar through 1 and 2. Look at them even getting a little bit of separation from the pack here. Let's see. Close the gap quickly. This is a different package than last year. Ryan Blaney with 3 Fords on the inside, getting a nice run. Johnson, you ride with him on the outside, but it's the 12 who leads the opening lap. Blaney had such a good year last year. Oh, big bobble for Kevin Harvick. Got checked up by somebody. Look at Chase Elliott already. You're riding here behind the 2 car. That's Almirola. Johnson jumps up to the high side. I'm really impressed with Chase Elliott. Started back in 18th. Stenhouse gets a little bobbled. Stenhouse falling through the middle. We start lap 3. Man, this is some exciting plate racing so far. We see these guys trying to run the top. I think the bottom is going to become more favorable as the race goes on. Or how about right now, Jimmy Johnson links up with Chase Elliott. That's what happens when you got other teammates in the field. Elliott kind of showed up out of nowhere and helped from Preece, and now you got 3 Hendrick boys on the bottom. They have all the momentum now as they come across the line for lap 4 as we watch a flyby the field. Oh, there's trouble! Christopher Bell is in the wall. His teammate Hamlin is in it, and we have our first caution here at the 500. Man, 2 of the Gibbs cars taken out right there. Heavy damage on the 20. Denny Hamlin climbing out of the 11. Both drivers are okay, but a tough break here. Bale, one of those highly touted rookies. Great year last year in the Busch Series. Denny Hamlin. Daniel Suarez driving for Trackhouse Spire. Not a Dale moment for Pitbull there, and Daniel Hemrick with some damage as well. Here's a full-speed replay. Oh, it looks like, I guess the 31 forced it. That's a rookie mistake. I mean, you can't be making that move this early in the race. He's still got 17 laps to go, and I don't know why he shot the gap 3 wide. He had a teammate right behind him. It tipped Bell into Hamlin, and I think Suarez is going to be okay. See Hamlin heading to the garage now. Man, that is just unfortunate. Watch it again. Yeah, he just dove underneath the 11, clipped him, and that sent the 20. Hard hit for the 20 car, and look at that lucky escape by that 5 of Kyle Larson. Yeah, you'll see it one more time here, and very lucky Larson just towing between the grass and getting hit by that spinning 20. We're going to restart with 4 laps till halfway. Byron Johnson, Elliott 1, 2, 3. Ryan Preece, one of the rookies in 4th, driving for JTG. Suarez, the lead lap. Hemrick -1. Hamlin and Bell are out, and we're back green. Unsurprisingly, the Hendrick cars coordinate the restart. Jimmy Johnson going to slide in front of his teammates Byron and Elliott. And let's remember, though, this is lap 7. If this was lap 17, that would not be happening. They are single file a while back now. We have 3 laps till halfway. Reminder, the top 5 drivers at halfway get points. Man, I don't think anybody's really urgent right now, but if someone pulls to the top, I guarantee you they're going to bring a village with them. That's what Bubba Wallace is trying to do. 23 to the outside. He's coming with a lot of momentum. 37 to 17. Now Blaney makes the move, and Ryan Blaney to the outside of Byron, to the outside of Johnson, and he takes the lead. Man, 12 and the 23 are buddies. Now, pit road is open this time. If anybody wants to pit here, they would cycle to the front. If the other guys pit at halfway, you'll have to pit at some point. We see cars pitting right now, including all the Hendrick guys. Lapped car of Hemrick coming in as well. Penske guys stayed out, though, so the 2 top teams splitting strategy. Jimmy Johnson getting service. Now it's going to be the race to halfway. Ryan Blaney in front of Bubba Wallace. You ride with Keselowski. Big move from Stenhouse. JTG on the outside. Timmy Hill gets shuffled out. Disappointing for him. Here they come through. Ryan Blaney trying to hang on. The 12 car. He's going to get the halfway bonus. Man, that was a pretty exciting battle to the end there. Let's watch the replay. Big block on Chris Buescher. 66 gets squeezed out by Bubba Wallace. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a small team that's had a great speed weeks. Almost got points. And then Preece just not able to make the move. Joey Logano somehow able to get the 3rd place. Well, there's your top 5. Blaney, Preece, Logano, Buescher, Wallace. They'll all have to pit. The Hendrick guys already did. Cars coming down pit road. Let's get to our pit reporter, Ed Kalegi.
Joey Logano wanted to pit before the caution, but the team told him to go for the points. Joey called the car barking loose on the corner exit. A similar complaint to teammate Brad Keselowski. Big adjustments on the 22 and for the 23 as well. As Bubba Wallace says, the car is driving completely different from Thursday night's duel. Further ahead, more problems for Penske, as smoke is coming out of the hood of Ryan Blaney's car. Blaney said the temperatures were rising quickly during that second run. Long pit stop for the 12.
Tough break for the 12 car. Reminder that this edition of NASCAR Racing on WUB Network is presented by SportsSpeak, the show where Tim Moore and I discuss and debate all the hottest topics in sports. Join us weekly on YouTube or by searching SportsSpeak on Spotify for all episodes in audio form. Both are linked in the description. Let's talk to Chase Elliott. He's had a pretty nice day. Chase, it's Trip up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, how did you do that? You started 18th and were able to sneak through.
I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to our team. They repaired this car. We got some damage in the duel, but we're okay. And this car's been running really well, and we had some nice help from behind, and we got with the teammates, and they put us in a good position.
You think you got a chance to win this?
Well, I will say I won this last year, so I think I know what it takes, and just got to try to keep it clean and stay out of trouble.
Well, Chase, best of luck.
Thank you.
Restarting now with 7 laps to go. The Hendrick cars who pitted before the caution now cycle back up front. Everybody's got enough fuel to make it to the end. Eric Jones is now 4th. Buescher won the race off pit road. He's 12th. Ryan Blaney falls back to 33rd. He'll stay on the lead lap, but that's a favorite. Maybe the fastest car. He made that big move for the lead. Lucky Fish is Daniel Hemrick. Couple of pit penalties. Kurt Busch, Ty Dillon, both were running outside the top 20 already. We're green with 7 to go. Again, look at this. The Hendrick boys trying to work together. You always got to find your dancing partner, and they got 2 of them. They get to the outside. Eric Jones is there in 4th. Cole Custer in 5th. Some new faces towards the front. Now look at this bottom lane, and they've got a big head of steam coming here. You ride with Jimmy Johnson, but here comes the 34 of McDowell with help from the 38 of Estrada. Front Row Motorsports to the lead. Remember, this is a team with Landon Castle 2 seasons ago that won at Talladega. Chase Elliott to the outside. Here comes Logano. Oh, he tips McDowell. Johnson hits the wall. Might be some trouble for 7 time. And McDowell blows a tire on the front stretch, and the caution's going to come out. Oh, man. The 34 of Michael McDowell, hard in the wall. Jimmy Johnson down pit road. Man, maybe the 2 best cars today. Johnson and Blaney both with issues here. Michael McDowell's day is done. We got to see a replay of this. This is too fast to tell, but Logano was coming with a lot of intensity there towards Keselowski and Bubba Wallace. And then McDowell blew the tire. You see, right front, definitely that right front, all kinds of trouble there. And then McDowell, it just blows out and he goes slamming into the outside wall. I'm going to be curious to see what other kind of damage Jimmy Johnson has, because there's got to be a lot there. And then you see McDowell, it just blew out on him.
Well, back here at our infield set, guys, it's going to come down to the final couple of laps. Yeah, I mean, this has been what you'd expect in a Daytona 500. It's been pretty clean so far. That last caution a little weird, the little wreck at the beginning, but overall not too much craziness so far. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how these teammates work together. Joey and Brad, they got Keselowski to a win in this race a couple of years ago. I remember I was in that race. I looked like I was the dominant car, and then they prevailed on that last restart. It's really going to come down to who can get the best jump here coming up. Well, it's going to be very exciting to see how it all shakes out. Guys, who are you liking right now? I like Bubba Wallace sneaking through. Nah, my money's still going to stick with Joey Logano. Well, let's send it back up. Eddie, Tripp, and Tony for the call of the finish.
Well, we appreciate our guys for the ride, their first Daytona 500 with WUB, and we have 2 laps to go, and the top 3 are all winners of the last 3 500s. Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski. Bubba Wallace is in 4th, seeking his first career win for 23-11. What a moment that would be. Johnson on the lead lap. He's 36th. 2 to go. Let's do it at Daytona. Oh, man, Chase Elliott got away. That might be a little bit too far. Penske boys coming fast. Logano makes the move with Keselowski just like 2 seasons ago. They go to the front. Oh, man, good push from Brad, but here comes Kyle Busch on the inside. Can Kyle finally win a 500? He started back in 33rd. Eric Jones goes for a spin. 1 lap to go. Oh, Logano might have gotten blocked into the wall. Ricky Stenhouse with a big push from Ross Chastain. What's going to happen on the backstretch? There's contact. They're all spinning. 1 car flips. Who made it through? I think it's the dinger. Caution is out. The race is complete. And across the line, AJ Allmendinger, where did he come from? He wins the Daytona 500 for Furniture Row Racing. Logano, DiBenedetto flipped. Chase Elliott was in the wreck. Man, what just happened? Joey Logano. Well, they kept it clean for 19 laps for the most part, but things happened there. Matty D is okay, climbing out. My goodness, that was wild. AJ Allmendinger burns it down.
Not a factor all day, but in the right place at the right time. First, watch this restart. You see, Chase Elliott, Keselowski's going to back off to try to get a run from Estrada and to let Logano in. This allows the 9 to get free. This was great work by the Penske boys. They probably earned this win by making that move, because then the 9 had no help. Of course, Jimmy's out of the picture. Byron further back, he didn't have his teammates. But then here's the wreck. Yeah, first you see Logano gets kind of chop blocked into the wall by Kyle Busch. Chastain with a big push on Stenhouse, and I don't think he was square to the back bumper, just like we saw with Ross in the duel. And everything happens, and AJ, the seas parted for him, and he snuck through. Yeah, you see, he's already squirrely there, and that tips him into Kyle Busch. 42 spins. Joey Logano gets collected by Bubba Wallace, and the 21 gets flipped by Chase Elliott, and Allmendinger was running like 7th at the time, and he just found the right spot. Here's a closer angle of it, and man, 78 got so lucky not to get clipped by Chastain. 77 recovered from that early incident. He gets in the wreck. And let's see what happened to Matty D. Yeah, Chase Elliott got hit from behind, I think, by Blaney, and that flipped the 21 upside down. Here's our Nike Super Zoom. Yeah, and you see 42, you can't push like that. I know they're both Chevys. Those are usually compatible bumpers, but he was pushing him too far to the side, and that turned him around. Another quicker look, and AJ Allmendinger sneaks through the trouble, dodges it, and wins the Daytona 500. Here's a look at your results. Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Alexander Estrada, your top 5. Byron Allgaier, Rockwell, Preece, and Clint Bowyer round out the top 10. Man, that really shook up the field. You watch the rest of the results go by, and gosh, just a crazy race. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too crazy at the beginning. We saw the two dominant teams, Penske and Hendrick. I wasn't really surprised by that. Probably the two best plate racing teams, but they both lost their guy along the way. Ryan Blaney had the overheating problem. Jimmy Johnson got caught up in the incident with McDowell, and they were kind of lost when they didn't have the teammate advantage, and then it came down to who could make the right move, and unfortunately Ross Chastain made the wrong move, and Mellon Man ended up causing the big one. But someone who's happy about that, AJ Allmendinger, we're going to get him up here momentarily. There's him celebrating with Barney Visser, who lost Martin Truex Jr. this offseason to Joe Gibbs Racing, replaces him with a veteran in Allmendinger, and it pays off. Well, we're one race through the 10-race regular season. AJ Allmendinger has now punched his ticket to the playoffs. Of course, this will probably get shuffled. Yeah, as much as the fans love Timmy Hill, I do not think he's still going to be in 15th place come 9 races from now, but a lot of guys, good point stays. They stayed out of trouble, had some fun. And as Tony would say, the real season starts next. Maybe I'm just saying that because I never won a 500. But yeah, Atlanta, Busch Series, Flex Seal Series, that's next on tap. Well, let's finish it. Let's talk to our race winner, AJ Allmendinger, joining us in the WUB Network booth. AJ, congratulations. Just walk us through that race. Man, I don't even know what to tell you guys. This is amazing for me. This is my, what is it, 3rd win? Yep, 3rd win. I'm just so thankful that I got this opportunity. I knew I wasn't going to be coming back to the 47. Thought I might have to go down to Busch, but Barney Visser, this team, just awesome opportunity to be back here. And I don't really know how that all worked out. I was middle of the pack most of the race, and then we got the late restart, and I just tried to find my way to the bottom. Well, let's show you on the little telestrator. What did you do here? I saw they were wrecking up top, so I tried to go down. I see the 42 spinning, and I'm telling you, I can't really explain it. It was just a blur with all the smoke, and I ended up making it through. Well, AJ, we'll let you get to celebrating a memory that will last a lifetime. AJ Allmendinger, Daytona 500 winner. Thank you, guys. Thanks for covering it as always. I am so excited to celebrate this one. Well, we hope you all enjoyed coverage here at Daytona. Atlanta will be up next. For all of us here at WUB Network, I'm Eddie Kalegi signing off. We'll see you next time.